Hi, I wanted to go over just a couple of things regarding file management. And as we go forward with the class, our projects are going to get bigger and bigger, and the file management starts to become more and more challenging. So I'm using Jackson's file here. Hi, Jackson, as an example, because hers is fairly complex already, and it gives me the opportunity to show you a couple of these techniques. So as I was zooming through here, a couple of things I can see right away are these rainbows. And it looks like initially maybe these were being used for audio. So chances are I looked through the piece and I didn't see it being used anywhere. So there's a good chance that these are extra. And what I'm going to do is go up here, and oh my goodness, you can't see the menu. It's being cut off. So this is the File menu, and under File, I'm going to go under Dependencies, and I'm going to say Remove Unused Footage. So this is going to be footage that either you created within After Effects or assets within your Assets folder. And you can see here that 16 items are going to be removed. So I'm going to say OK. And you can see now we don't have any of those rainbows, and we have a few less files. And no harm to the project at all. Now on top of this, if you've been working on your home computer and you started to pull in files from different places, I know sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'll grab an image from off, a hard drive, and my project's on my desktop or whatever, and they start to be, I'm not sure if they're all in my assets folder. Here's another way that you can make sure of that. So again, I'm going to that same menu. It's under File, which I'm sorry you can't see, File, and then Dependencies, and I'm going to say Collect Files. And this will pull the files from wherever they are on your computer. So it wants me to save this first. This is going to save a copy of the project in a whole, and I'm going to put it in a whole new folder. So I'm going to say Save. And when I save it, it automatically gives me a menu, which is on my other screen, of course. Hang on a second. So here it is. And it says, do you want to collect all of the projects and reveal the project? Sure. You don't really need to do any of these at this moment. So I'm going to say collect, and it's going to ask me where. So I'm going to go ahead and make a folder for Jackson on my desktop. And when I do that, it's going to make a new folder, Jackson Shapes. And here it is on my desktop, Jackson Shapes. And inside of it now, what you normally were calling assets, it's calling footage in parentheses. And the only external file here is the audio. Here's the newly saved project. And then there's this report, which we can actually pitch. We don't need that. So as you go forward, you can use this method if you don't want to create your assets folder, and this will put everything in. Now be aware that this is a copy and it can get a little confusing. So however you like to name things, if you want to call this one the final or 01, 2, 03, 04, whatever, this way it'll guarantee that you have everything. So that's my little tips today for managing files. As we go forward, I'll appreciate it if you make sure that everything is in the folder. Oh, one caveat, it does not include any special fonts that you may have used. And as we're doing this type assignment, we'll see how that worked out. Those you'll manually have to include so that I can install them to see your font projects practically. Okay, so that's that.